I'm Jan Potterville, Chairman Backcountry Horseman for Colorado. We're here today in Delta, Colorado, part of the Grand Valley on the western slopes. We're here to talk about the Dominguez Escalante National Conservation Area and Wilderness with the BLM Advisory Council. The Advisory Council is made up of a lot of different people representing all of the 14 variables that are part of the resource management plan that we're trying to put together for this new NCA and wilderness area. My part, Backcountry Horseman, is only one piece. We're also part of the team called the Quiet Trails Group, which has representatives from many of the organizations involved in hiking, natural resources, cultural, hikers, bikers. That's the mechanized bikers, not the motorized. We are the Quiet Trail Group. I'm also part of a larger group called the Grand Valley Trails Alliance. The Grand Valley Trails Alliance, and I'm on the board for that, is a group trying to bring together all of the different diverse aspects of users on these trails, including the Jeeps, the ATVs, the motorbikes, bicycles, hikers, and horsemen, just for an example. So this whole operation today is trying to sort out how we manage the trails inside the Dominguez Escalante NCA and wilderness area. That wilderness is a beautiful area. It covers what we call Cactus Park, which is a dry, high desert, an adjacent area called 9 Mile Hill, which I'll come back to. It covers an area across the Gunnison called the Hunting Grounds, and the whole existing Dominguez Wilderness area, which is a magnificent area of beautiful canyons and red rock formations covered with some excellent pictographs and also trails that wind its way through there. So what I'd like to try to tell you a little bit about today is how we're going and approaching this mixed-use concept for use of trails. It's become apparent to us that it's really no good to keep just fighting individual battles between jeepers and horsemen and hikers and ATV users and motorbikes. Each group has their own particular interests, but we think we can come together and help the BLM reach decisions in a more effective way with participative comments as opposed to ones which are simply antagonistic. So, you say, can this work? Well, sometimes yes and sometimes no. It kind of depends on how you bring it together and what you have to focus on. We had a group working on the RMP which covered the whole Grand Junction field office. We had a little section up by DeBeck, which is along Interstate 70. DeBeck is a land with wilderness characteristics as defined. So we can, in fact, come together. We did. We took trips together, went out and surveyed the terrain, and were able to reach decisions that suggested this little area would be great for ATV use and motorbike use. And this little area would be fine for bicycles. And this area had a great long trek for the Jeeps that went right through an otherwise pristine land with wilderness characteristics called Coon Hollow. But we were able to come to an agreement about these things and make a recommendation. I'd say probably 90% in agreement. So not everything was perfect, but we were able to forward those recommendations to the BLM, and now they're in a consideration period before they reach and publish their final decision. Hopefully they'll take what we had to say into account. The BLM has been very good here. They've been very supportive of trails and supportive of wilderness and the propositions for conservation areas. So I'm looking forward to a good result from all of this.